Hello, hello. If you're here, welcome. If you ignored my you don't need to be here, that's okay. You can be here and you can watch me try to be nerdy, but really you don't have to be. But if you are here, welcome to Mindfully Crocheted, and my name is Mara, and I am just making an attempt to fix a Nightbot command that I'm trying to add to my live streams. And so I'm just going to be, here for a few minutes. Hey, Angel Renee. Thanks for being here. I saw that Zach was live, and I'm, again, not trying to interrupt him. Just want to get to my stream real quick. Okay. Hi, Judy, and hi, Dory. You guys, you don't have to be here. I'm just testing a function, and if it works, I will have a meltdown. I will. A happy meltdown. Well, I am glad that you're having dinner, Angel Renee. That's awesome. Come on. Okay, people, it worked. I am a genius. I am a programming genius. No, I'm just kidding. So the new command that I've been testing out is called Yogi, and it is my mindfulness comments or mindfulness tidbits. And so if you want to go ahead and get a inspirational quote, then go ahead and type Yogi, Yogi, Y-O-G-I. So how about a couple of you that are here? And again, thanks for being here, even though there are lots of other places you can be tonight. Type in Yogi and let's see what pieces of advice, tidbits of advice that come up for you. Okay, so the command that I did says, crochet is a gentle reminder that even the most complex patterns can be broken down into simple, manageable steps. And Dory's mindfulness comment is, through crochet, we weave threads of love, warmth, and comfort into every creation. Yes, I love it. Love it. Okay, and the next one is, in crochet, as in life, sometimes you need to unravel and start anew to create something even more beautiful. Yep. In other words, don't be afraid to frog your projects, people. Reuse that bougie yarn for something more meaningful. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this worked. I'm super, super excited. I know it's just a little thing, but anyway, it's something I've been working on for a couple of days. And anyway, I'm excited. So I hope that you guys enjoy that little added function and that you're having a great evening tonight. I currently have like 30 random comments that I've created and put into this random comment generator. And I'm going to be trying to add some more so that it doesn't get too repetitive, because I know, like with the jokes function that people have on their live streams, that those dad jokes they're starting to get recycled a little bit. And so I wanted to have just something a little bit different, something that was maybe a little bit more applicable to my channel. So some of the other things that you can do is you can check the weather in your area. So Dory, I would really love to know how your weather is in Florida. So if you want, you can type in the word weather and then either your zip code or your city and state, and that will that'll bring up your weather for that area. For example, if you guys want to know what our weather is like in the Portland metro, way over here in West Coast land. Okay. As soon as there we go. So for my area, the weather for Portland is the conditions are sunny with a temperature of 75 degrees. The wind is blowing from the northwest at 8 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 47%. Okay, you have to type weather first. So if you go ahead and type in weather and then the city, that should work. Or you can also use the zip code like I did. There we go. Now, if you and Angel typed it about the same time, it may only show one because there's like a 5-second cooldown. So even though like on my side, it shows that Dory typed it first, it brought up Angel's first. So the weather in Phoenix, the conditions are sunny with a temperature of 107 degrees. The wind is blowing from the west at 11 miles per hour. And the current humidity is 10%. Wow, I've got some wind going though. Yeah, a little bit breezy as the evening is coming on. I hope that it cools down. Gosh, Angel, I've been wondering, like, what are your nighttime lows, like your overnight lows? What does the temperature get to be in Phoenix overnight? It's I think one morning when you were on somebody's live, you commented that it was already 85 degrees, and that was fairly early, I think. So here, let's see. Two, 3, 5, 1, 8. I went ahead and typed in your zip code. Okay, so Norfolk, conditions are fair with a temperature of 80 degrees. The wind is blowing from the south at 8 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 84%. So is that just very humid right now, Dory, or is it raining? Do you have like a warm rain where you are? Okay. Yeah, it is. Thank you. Yeah. I have to say I've, people like Sandrine from Purple Crochet and More, and Dawn, as well as Angel, they are helping me to learn some of the Nightbot functions. And for the most part, I've just copied and pasted. But to learn this new Yogi command, basically, I had to go down a deep dive. I had to do like a deep dive down to figure out how to do that. So if you're just coming in and you want to get a mindfulness quote, sometimes related to crochet, sometimes not related to crochet, just type Yogi. And before I sign off, I'd like to test it out a couple more times just to see a couple more of the quotes. Okay, so Angel Renee says that at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's 88 degrees. And so, I mean, like, our temperatures today didn't even get up that high. So that is so hot. Gosh. And I know, and thank you, Angel, for typing it in. I know that it's got to be hard. Like, if you're not really a heat loving person, or if it just prohibits you from going outside, that has got to be rough. Okay, so Nightbot says, well, actually, I should say, Mara says, let the rhythm of your crochet hook guide you to a place of tranquility and self expression. And Angel says, it depends. We live by the mountains, but in the valley, I think it's like in the 94 at 2 a.m. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it just kind of depends on, where exactly you're located, because even in our area, on one side of town, it might be 80 80, right? And then in another area where maybe there's more trees or it's a little bit more forested, it's cooler. And so it can be, like maybe 76 to 78 degrees. Hi, Robin. Appreciate you being here. Again, I put like in my description, this is just a test. And so I was finally successful. Yesterday, I did a pop-up live and my command that I was trying to create didn't work, but tonight it is working. And so if you want to type the word Yogi, Yogi, it'll give you a mindfulness quote. And sometimes it'll include crochet and sometimes it'll just be a mindfulness quote. And right now, it'll be randomly cycling through 30 comments, but I'm going to keep adding them. Some of them may come from my Yogi tea bags, which is where I got the term Yogi to type in. And so anyway, all right. So the act of crocheting connects us to a long lineage of crafters, past and present. That is so deep, isn't it? Oh, goodness. I realize it's so nerdy. This is like my nerdy moment. Here, I'll even put my glasses on so that one, I can read without going like this. But two, it'll just give me a little bit nerdier look, right? Do I look just a little bit? Sorry. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, it's kind of fun. Hello, Maribel. Thanks for being here. This was just my little Nightbot test. For anybody that would like to hear a joke, feel free to type the word joke. You'll get a recycled Nightbot dad joke, but it's still fun. I know. 2 nights in a row? What is wrong? No. Yesterday I had a little bit of a fail, but that's okay because like I said, I have a very strong never give up mindset. And so today I worked a little harder, went and did a little deeper dive into programming, and I didn't even have to get my son or my husband in here. And but thanks to the wealth of knowledge that is on the internet, I was able to turn my aspirations into reality here. And so if you would like to get a mindfulness quote, just type the word Yogi, Yogi. This past one says, embrace imperfections in your crochet work, for they tell a unique story of your journey. And I think that's true. I had a friend who told me that like in every quilt she made, there would be a mistake. And that, their like folklore says that, none of us are perfect. And so that we should have a mistake in our work and embrace it, right? We can aspire to be perfect beings, but as we know, nobody is perfect. As my Garfield, I really was a big fan of Garfield when I was a kid, and I collected Garfield bookmarks. And I also did a lot of reading. But anyway, and so on one of my Garfield bookmarks, it said, "Po Buddy's Nerfect." And so I try to have that attitude. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to embrace them, right? Okay. Angel says, "It is fun. I hear the same ones from Art all the time." That is so, so true. All right. And Antoinette says, "You go, Mara." Thank you. Thank you. I know it's silly, but it's kind of fun. I think to come on here and, kind of put myself out there, that it's hard to do. It's hard to, get up here and, be live and everything. But so I want to provide some fun things so that when you come and you decide you want to hang out with me, that hopefully you find some inspiration here. And Ganny Joe Crochet says, "Laid back atmosphere is the best atmosphere." Yeah. Hey, can I borrow that? Can I use that quote? Maybe I'll add it to my list of random mindfulness. And Sarah says, "Hi, Mara and everyone." Hi, Sarah. Thanks for being here. Please make sure that you subscribed to my Mindful Friends. And if you would like, you are welcome to drop your own channel link. And I just ask that, if you drop your channel link, that you try to limit it to one time a stream, unless, we request it again. And so my keyword that you type in to get your channel dropped is mindful. MINDFUL. And I welcome you all to go ahead and type that in. And then when people do drop their links, go give them a look, check them out. And thank you for, checking out my channel and being here. Like, I've just been kind of getting into this YouTube world. I started in the middle of March and didn't really do anything live until like a few weeks ago. So hopefully you'll get an opportunity to see some more of me, out and about. And anyway, but I appreciate that some of you took the chance to click on my channel and that you're here. That it really does mean a lot to me. And Antoinette says, "Mistakes are learning experiences in disguise." 100%. I agree. Angel says, "It takes courage and you got it." Oh gosh, you know what? I could not have done it without you, Angel, because when I was popping into the chat in your lives and we were talking about the 80s and we were talking about movies, seeing you and Arthur, it totally inspired me. And, like, there are certain people that have inspired me. One is Thriss, and, another is Dawn. And of course, you, Angel. I mean, like, if it was not for you guys, I wouldn't be here. When I sent an email to Thriss and I was like, I was thinking I might actually start a channel. I'm like, when I get your yarn, I'm going to open it up and do a video. And she goes, "Please do." And like, if she hadn't encouraged me, I might have changed my mind. Anyway, so Amy typed in mindful. And so please check out Crafting Adventures with Amy. Amy, it was really nice to meet you the other day, and I'm glad that you're here. Thank you. And Judy says hi to Chris. I love you bunches. Right back, Angel. Take care. I know. Well, I love being friends with you too. Take care. Have a great rest of your evening if I don't see you out there again tonight. Aw, thank you so much, Canny Joe. I appreciate that. Sincerely. Sincerely I do. Hey Chris, how are you? She's saying hi to Angel, and people are saying hi to Angel. Antoinette says, Thris, I think maybe, is that is? Thris is a beautiful soul heart. Yes. I love that last video with all her yarns. Oh, thank you. Yes, I did. I did a little video where I was showing the June like subscription box for full spectrum yarns. And before I opened up my June, I showed the March, April, and May yarns. And so, yeah, I love her yarns. I already got my July order in, and I think she keeps her orders open until like July 8th, and that's tomorrow. So if you're interested in her July yarn, which I peaked, I love it. I can't wait. Anyway, yeah. So check that out. Okay, and I have a little thing here, which again, I had already said, but if you want Nightbot to drop your channel, just type mindful. No worries. We were just talking about how we're not perfect, so don't worry about typos. Typos are fun. It causes me to think. Got to keep my brain going so I can make sure I know what I'm reading. Yes, Thris is a beautiful soul. Agreed. Ah, right. And Ganny Joe says that Thris is my bonus granddaughter. And Dory says, we all love Thris's yarn. Awesome colors. Yes, we can have like a serious Thris love fest. Yeah. Oh, I should go and grab this one yarn that I got from Thris, and I'm telling you, it's one of my most prized possessions, but I do plan to put it to use very soon. So just 1 second, I'm going to stop my cam, but I will be right back. In the meantime, feel free to type joke, and feel free to type Yogi to get a mindfulness comment. And if you want, you can also type in your weather, type in the word weather followed by your zip code. That's usually the best way to do it. You can type in city and state, but I think if you type your zip code, it just seems to work a little bit better. All right. So in the meantime, I will be right back. Okay, so, okay, let's see. Aw, Ganny Joe, that is so sweet. Okay, and let's see some weather here. Weather for Schofield. Conditions are fair with a temperature of 67 degrees. The wind is blowing from the northwest at 7 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 57%. And the weather for New Iberia, conditions are clear with a temperature of 83 degrees. The wind is blowing from the southwest at 5 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 84. Excellent. Okay, so gosh, it was probably a month ago, or it could have been longer. It's probably longer, but like spring went by so fast, I can't even remember when this happened. But Thris was doing a live dye on her channel, and she had knitted up blanks of, like raw yarn essentially, in her Addy machine. And then she dyed the blanks. And, she was kind of playing around with the colors. And like in the chat, we're like, no more fiddling. And, the fiddler came out and she kept fiddling and fiddling, and the yarn turned out beautiful. And I was blessed enough to purchase that yarn from her. And I am like super excited. I've been in my mind trying to come up with a plan, because I would like to design my own shawl or poncho. I know that I probably have enough here for a poncho or a shawl. I mean, and so but I want to use this yarn to do it. And so what she did, and can you see just like a little peek of it here? What she did was, she had them laid out, and then she kind of did some color in one section, and then different section, and then in the different pans, because I think she had a couple different pans, and there are a total of 6 blanks of the yarn. She then transitioned the color, and she added it out. Well, in the end, the name Fiddleberry won for the name of this yarn. So anyway, Fiddleberry. So this is one part of it. Isn't it gorgeous? So pretty. And rolled up, you can see in here, there's a little bit of some purple in there, but I'll hold it up so you can kind of see. So there's some of the darker purple, and how it transitions. This is folded still in half, because the length of this is about, it's a tube, and it's about the length of a scarf. Here, I'll put this one around my neck here. Okay, and then, well, I don't know which one exactly came next, but then here's like another one. I'm just going to pause a little bit here. Let's see. There you go. You guys can read the weather for Temple. Okay. Anyway, this one's kind of similar. These might have been laying side by side in the bath. Okay. Yeah, and so these ones I think were in on one side. Got a little bit more purple on that one. And so the nice thing is you can kind of see how it's going to look. I mean, this is obviously knitted, but when I crochet it, I'll at least be able to see how the colors are going to go, right? Hi, Mama J-Way. Thanks for being here. I was doing a quick pop-up to test out a Nightbot feature, and fortunately it is working now. So if you would like, feel free to type the word Yogi in Yogi, and you will get a nice random mindfulness thought from my brain. Okay. All right. Okay. Hello, Sanita. Welcome in. And people are saying hi to each other. Let's see. Mama J Way typed in Yogi. And so there you go. There's your quote. Practice mindfulness and find peace within yourself. All right. And I'm also showing some of Thriss's yarn. This is Fiddleberry. So even though these are all like 6, I already just had 3, right? There's 3 of them, and then I have 3 more. It's essentially all Fiddleberry, okay? And this is the 4th one. So it's hard to see, but there are some blue. It's like a deep indigo blue, and then it's purple as well. Let me see. Yeah, you can see that it's purple, and then on this back side, you've got the pink. And then there's 2 more. Now on these, there are a lot more of the blue and purple. So pretty. I really love it. And this yarn is like butter. So delicious. So delicious. All right. And there's the back side of that, a lot more blue. Let's see. I hope so. I hope so. I like lacy looks, and I like doing filet crochet type stuff. I love the pineapple stitch. So maybe my project will include, something like that, but it'll definitely be lacy. And gosh, when I think about how much is actually here, I'll definitely, I might even be able to get 2 projects out of it. I never did ask Thriss how much total yardage that I actually received with Fiddleberry. But anyway, this is the last one. But anyway, it's very, very nice yarn. And if you have the opportunity to get some of the full spectrum yarn from Thriss, I highly recommend it. Good night, Dory. Thanks so much for coming and helping me test out my new Nightbot command. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad that you like the yarn. I hope you have a fantastic night. Okay. And the weather for Piscataway, our conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 76 degrees. The wind is blowing from the south at 0, so no wind in Piscataway. And the current humidity is 89%. That's high humidity. Now, are you getting rain, Mama J? Let us know. Yes, exactly. So what the panels are used for, she just put them, like I said, through her Addy machine. And this was before they were dyed. And then she laid, I guess she calls it like a knitted blank. She puts it in the water bath, right? And then she adds all the dye to it and dyes it in that form. Now, if I want, I can find the end of it and I can use my yarn ball winder and wind it up into a center pull cake, or I can just crochet right from the blank. So I'll find the end and make my slip knot, and I can just go right from there. And so I have a couple of options. Sometimes what happens, and I think Thriss mentioned it last week, Thursday, not yesterday, but last week, she mentioned that, I think it was last week. Anyway, that when she uses the knitted blanks and she puts it in the water, sometimes they start coming unraveled. And let me show you on one where so like this much has come unraveled from the blank. And so she was looking for recommendations in her chat to how you prevent, it to, from coming unraveled, but without really knotting it up. So, I was figuring I was going to give it a try to just leave it in this form and to crochet right from the blank. But if it proves to be challenging, then I'm going to go ahead and make a center pull ball with it on my yarn ball winder. So, hey Tank, thanks for being here. That's so nice of you to come in. I really appreciate it. I just did this pop-up live, and I know there are other people that are live, so feel free to check them out. But I was doing a test of a new Nightbot command that I wrote, and so I was wanting to test it out. And then while I was here, since there were people that were willing to be here hanging out with me, I went ahead and just showed some of my yarn that I got from Thriss, because I was just kind of talking about how much I love her yarn, and that I'm going to be trying to make a project with some yarn that I got from her recently. The new command that I have for my Nightbot is the keyword Yogi. So if you type in the word Yogi, Y-O-G-I, it's going to give us a little mindfulness quote. Hey, Chris, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And Ganny Joe saying hi to Tank. What weight is the yarn? You know, it's really interesting because she sent this yarn, I think, along with one of my monthly subscription boxes. She put it in there and she did not include any kind of like information about the yarn. So I need to reach out to her and ask, but I think it's either a DK weight or let me see if I can get it zoomed in. It's either a DK weight or a worsted weight. I don't think it's worsted. I don't think so. I am going to look really quick at this label for some cotton yarn that I have here because it's about the same. That is not my label. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Well, you know, this says my cotton yarn, and this yarn here is 4 weight, so it may just be a worsted weight. Gosh, quick, somebody go get Thriss. Go get Thriss. Tell her to come quickly. No, I'm just kidding. Then she could tell us all about it because I'm sure she remembers. I mean, and maybe if anybody was at her live where she talked about Fiddleberry, maybe you know. Anyway, you could let me know. I wish I did know, Antoinette. And I wish I knew my fibers better, but I'm thinking it's cotton, and I love me some cotton. But again, I'm going to find out. And then I think what I'll do is I'll come back in and I can edit the description on here, or I'll put a little like community tab post or something that says that my Fiddleberry is this weight and this type of yarn, you know, and this type of fiber. So we'll see. Hello, Brenda. Welcome in. And Tank says, hi, Ganny Joe. And Bren Michelle is here. Hello. Thanks. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. All right. What I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create so that I don't have to keep repeating myself. I'm going to say a little message to y'all. There we go. So this is why I'm here tonight. It's just kind of testing out this new command. And if you are here, if you've just come in and you haven't already done so, feel free to share your channel with us by typing the word mindful. Okay. Let's see. Somebody requested the weather for Michigan City. And sorry, my chat jumped. And so hey, Lisa Knits. And Tank typed in, crochet is a gentle reminder that even the most complex patterns can be broken down into simple, manageable steps. And please check out Lisa Knits. If you don't already have her, check her out. I would appreciate it. Oops. Zach says, sorry if you were at my live and it ended. I'm having Wi-Fi issues, so please don't be mad. I didn't say bye or anything. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, Zach. And I saw that you were live, and I figured there was probably lots of people live and that nobody would come to my little live because I was just going to be on for a couple of minutes, and I was testing out my new Nightbot command. And so as you can see on screen, you just type the word Yogi. It doesn't have to be in capitals, but I just kind of typed it that way so that you could see. And anyway, so I'm sorry, I did not mean to also interrupt your live. I just figured I would come on for a little bit and test that out. And then I was sharing my yarn from Thriss. Oh, that's so nice of you, Kenny Joe. You didn't need to do that. I know, gosh, she was on live dyeing yarn, and I was there for quite a while, and there were so many people on live today. Mama G, and of course Granny D, and I was trying to, and then Angel Renee went live, and I was just like in 4 lives, I felt like at the same time. But anyway, yes, earlier today I was giving my full attention to Mama G gear because that's where I started out, and so anyway, that was a fun live. If you guys didn't catch Mama G Gear live and with Rusty today, please go watch the replays and go check out the replays of Angel Renee. And she was up there with her husband, Arthur. And then later on, Arthur left, and then a few of us went up on the panel. So I was up on the panel with Angel Renee and Dawn and Amanda, the Scraptastic crocheter. And anyway, that was a fun little afternoon live. So yes, if you don't catch people live and you enjoy their streams, make sure to go catch them on the replay. And no need to watch this on the replay if you don't want to. This was just my fiddling around with my Fiddleberry yarn and with my Nightbot commands. Lisa is saying hi to Zach. Hey, Jane. Thanks for being here. Jane is saying hi to everyone. And Kelly is here. If I can click on the right one. Thanks for coming in. I really do appreciate it. Bren Michelle says, it's okay, Zach. When the circle came on, I knew it ended. Yeah. Sometimes I tell you, I think we're really lucky that there's even such a thing as, high-speed internet and Wi-Fi and the fact that this is even possible. We have to be a little bit forgiving when our technology doesn't work the way we want it to, because it just amazes me what technology can do. And let's see what lovely mindfulness quote comes up for Bren Michelle. Let your crochet projects be reminders of your resilience and ability to create beauty from simple beginnings. Yeah. I love it. There, you may have typed, hey, Lydia, welcome in. You may have typed Yogi at the same time as Bren Michelle. So if you type it again, there's like a 5-second cooldown. So Nightbot, anyway, go ahead and type it again. If you're leaving, have a great rest of your evening, and thank you for coming. I really do appreciate it. And Chris says, happy you are live. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. It's always fun. Now, Dawn's going live very shortly in like 15 minutes. And so make sure to go over to Dawn's channel and to check her out. She's got the Friday pajama party that's going to be starting. And so when, like if you leave here and you're still awake, depending on where you are, go and have some fun at the pajama party. Now, if I get invited, I may pop in there. You may see me again, just not on my channel. Oh, I've been talking for 45 minutes and my throat's getting dry. Tank, I know. It's a bummer when we miss our favorite people. Anyway, yes, go back and catch Mama G and Rusty. It was a fun live, and we talked about, well, gosh, a whole variety of things. but she was talking about Al Pacino and his upcoming journeys and everything. So I highly recommend you go and check that out. And Brenda says, oh, a different type of fiddler, LOL. Yes, that's right. Oh, goodness. Okay, Lisa Knits typed in Yogi, and it says, take a break and reconnect with the present moment through mindfulness. Right. One of my favorite techniques just for relaxation, if you guys all want to do it, is to just close your eyes, take a shallow breath and kind of settle yourself, and then take a deep breath in through your nose and hold it. And then slowly blow it out. You want to hold your breath for at least 5 seconds. Now, because I was talking right before, I have a hard time holding my breath for like more than 5 seconds if I'm out of breath. But anyway, if you take a deep breath in through your nose and then blow it out slowly through your mouth, it really does calm you down. If you're feeling frustrated, just taking a few deep breaths and getting yourself into a moment of mindfulness, then it really can help. All right. And the next one from Lydia says, crochet is a way to create beauty with your hands and find peace in your heart. So true. So true. Okay. And oh, yes, no problem, Lisa. I hope to see you over there. All right, it looks like I'm caught up with the chat, and I think I'm going to go ahead and end this. If you haven't already done so, feel free to type the word mindful, and let me turn off that banner real quick. But yes, type the word mindful so that it can drop your channel for you. Okay. If you've already done it, feel free, people, to scroll up before we end and check out the channels that have been dropped by people. And if you'd like, go ahead and drop your channel, and then we can go link. I usually have Dawn's channel dropped, but let me go to her channel real quick, and I will drop her link just in case, because Nightbot is dropping it for me, but I don't remember the last time Nightbot dropped her link. Great. You know what? I don't know if any of my mods are here that can do that for Dawn real quick, but anyway. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you dropping her link for me. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks, Angela, for being here. And I really do appreciate everybody that came in. Make sure that you've got yourself something to drink if you're moving on to Dawn's or another live. And yep, she is going to be going live at about 8 o'clock. Okay. Good night, Jane. And make sure to go check out Lydia, and also check out Kelly. And Kelly, Even if you already did, can you go ahead and type mindful again? And I appreciate you all being here tonight, and I hope that you will all take care and be kind to one another. See you soon.